Dentro gli spogliatoi ci mordiamo.
Sì.
Vabbè, va bene, qualche volta succede perché ci garba anche morderci fra uomini, ecco.
A noi è un...
What's up guys, welcome back to Inter Talks, as always brought to you by SebPrinter.com and Inter Destroying Club since 1908. Happy to bring you this episode, this review again in happy, positive mood. A win, 3 points for us against Fiorentina. Once again, not really a vintage performance, not a great performance. Another late goal, this time by D'Ambrosio. But we desperately needed these wins. However they come, we already dropped 8 points in the season already. This brings us to 10 points now, back up in the table where we need to be. Well, let's get straight into the match ratings given out by Nima from SempreInter.com, and I'll give my little opinion on these. Let's start off with our keeper, Samir Handanovic. He was given a 6 by Nima. I would have given him a 6.5 or a 7. I felt like the save he made against Simeone on one-on-one, it was a crucial save, it was a great save. As it was shown by D'Ambrosio's goal, Lafont had a similar save to make where he predicted where D'Ambrosio was going with the shot like Handanovic did, but his hand or his reflexes weren't quick enough. So I think that was a really great save that deserved some extra points for Handanovic. Danilo D'Ambrosio, Mr. Underrated, was given man of the match with a 7. I agree with that. He was solid defensively, and he had a great understanding with Candreva, especially in the first half. Those two were probably our best players. And then he provided the all-crucial second goal that gave us the lead. Late goal which sealed the 3 points for us, so well done. As centre-back, Stefan de Vrij, given a 6. I agree with that. He was slightly less busy compared to Skriniar, but whatever he had to do, he was pretty solid with it. He still hasn't put a foot wrong yet this season. Fingers crossed he doesn't the whole season. Next to him, Milan Skriniar, another 6. I agree with that. Not as dominating as usual. He was troubled by Simeone and Chiesa this match. But once again, good performance from him. At left back, Mr. Consistent, Kwadwo Asamoah, another 6.5 for him. Another solid performance. He was troubled by Chiesa this match. He almost even got sent off. Chiesa's diving around and asking for another yellow, but he made it through the match, and again showing his personality and attacking threat. Moving on to our midfield, Matías Vecino. I don't know what to say with this guy anymore now. His performances have not been good at all this season. Of course, he's provided some vital goals last season as well for the Champions League, and this season in the Champions League. But his performances, his technical ability, it's just not up to standard. He leaves Brozovic almost a man down when we're in possession of the ball. He gives possession away really easily. His one-touch passing always seems to not end up where he wants it to end up. He reminds me of kind of Gary Medel from a few seasons ago. The team really can't do without his running, his box-to-box running. There's no other midfielder in our team that can provide that same up and down energy and engine that he has. But with the ball, he's almost a liability. I don't know what he has over Spalletti, whether he's got some nudes from Spalletti that he's holding over him, or he's blackmailing him. But Spalletti seems to not want to put him on the bench. It's a bit baffling because we have someone like Gagliardini on the bench who, he's not in the Champions League squad. So I would think he would be relishing his chances in the team and trying to make an impact in the Serie A. But that's how it is. Next to him, Brozovic with a 6.5. Again, he was our beam of light. He's the regista who tries to make everything happen. But whenever he looks up, he just sees no movement. His teammates don't help him, especially Vecino next to him doesn't help him. No one comes short to give him options or goes long. There's always difficult passing options for him. But again, showing his personality, always asking for the ball. Made a lot of mistakes today in possession, but it's to be expected when he's always asking for the ball and he's always pressed by the opposition. On the right, Antonio Candreva, Candyman. Crosses whenever Candyman can. This guy's actually revitalised. He's like Kanan from Power. Just came back from the dead out of nowhere. Great first half performance, probably was our best player. A lot of running, a lot of heart, and then kind of ran out of steam in the second half. 6.5, I agree. Raja Nainggolan in attacking midfield. Again, started off with loads of energy, pressed the Fiorentina defence really well today, forced them into a lot of mistakes, came deep to start play as well. But he always seems to run out of steam towards the end of the second half, so he still doesn't have the 90 minutes in his legs, which hopefully he will start having soon, because I think we need him throughout the 90 minutes at his best. On the left, Perisic again, 5.5, another disappointing performance from him. Still seems to have the World Cup hangover. Keita probably deserves a start ahead of him next match, but up front Icardi was given a 6. I think that's a bit generous. He was always, as always he is, he's always running and hassling the opponents, trying to create opportunities for passing, but he didn't receive much service today. But again, it's also down to him to create those opportunities, to come deeper and help out the team. A lot of times when he comes and takes the ball, he doesn't keep it. His passing wasn't very good today. I probably would have given him a 5.5 or a 5 even. Our substitutes started with Matteo Politano at 5.5. I agree. Brought on a lot of energy as always, but still lacking that final ball, that final product, to give us an assist or a goal. Keita Balde, well, he made a great impact into the match, beat a few players as soon as he came on. And then towards the end, he was told off by Spalletti for some reason. I was listening to the post-match interview. It was because Spalletti thought he needed to come infield more, as Fiorentina had more of the ball. He was almost in tears towards the end of the match, if you saw. So hopefully it's not too much of a disagreement between him and Spalletti. And Gagliardini only had a few minutes. Didn't really touch the ball much, but good to see him on the pitch. Spalletti 6.5. I would have given him a 6. Team still not showing the performance or the chemistry still. It still seems, we call it crossing and inshallah type of tactics. Is kind of a very individual, relying on individual performances, crossing a lot. There's not much interplay that's going on, but hopefully we improve as the season goes on, because we really need it. I have to give credit where it's due to Fiorentina and Stefano Pioli. Great performance from them. They actually, in terms of statistics, shots, possession, territorial advantage, they actually beat us at San Siro, which is not a good sign. It's one of the youngest team, if not the youngest team in Serie A, so well done to Stefano Pioli, because they had a lot of chances, and if they took them, he could easily have been looking at a draw or even a loss. So we got kind of lucky. Hopefully we kick on from this win. Last season we started off our season great after the Fiorentina win, so hopefully this spurs us on to great things for the remainder of the season. Which moves me on to the preview to our next match against Cagliari. Cagliari have had an okay start to the season with 2 losses, 1 win and 2 draws. Should never underestimate a team like Cagliari. A couple of match days ago they drew with Milan. Gave a great performance, especially from the young star Nicolo Barella, who's been linked with Inter many times. I think they lost the last match, and tonight they play again against Sampdoria, so it'll be interesting to see how they perform. But yeah, it's going to be a difficult match. Spalletti alluded in the post-match press conference that he will be making some changes in the team, because he has to, take into account the next match against PSV in the Champions League. So I reckon Gagliardini will probably have a run out, as Vecino will have to play in the Champions League. Hopefully Keita Balde gets to finally start, and maybe we get to see a little bit of Lautaro as well, who is back from injury. And Vershauko is expected to be back in the team in the Champions League, hopefully. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, please. Already over 350 subscribers. So proud. Thank you for all your support. Looking forward to Anthony's next review of the Cagliari match. Hopefully another win. Let's go boys, Forza Inter!